Hello and welcome to Off the Island podcast. I'm Matt Clewes.
And I'm Megan Rose. And here we are at week 2 of this year's Love Island.
A week that saw Chugs walk out of his lugs and Toby gets with Chloe.
Plus 2 more girls enter the villa. And Sharon most definitely does not care. We delve into this week's gossip and start with our favourite top 3 moments. So, it's been a bit of a week, hasn't it, Matt?
It has been a bit of a week, and I think it's finally heating up a little bit, isn't it?
I know. Scandalous. Honestly, I feel like so much has gone on this week. It's felt like a month. I mean, goodness knows how it feels like for them actually inside the villa. But
Oh, no.
as that 1 hour we get each evening seems to be so intense every night.
I know.
So we have chosen our top 3 moments, and they are Hugos' fake scandal. I think this needs to be spoken about.
Yeah.
The girls coming into the villa and the police challenge.
Yes. Shall we start with Hugos' the fake comment?
Yes.
So, I genuinely, this will link onto the police thing as well, but I genuinely feel sorry for him. He just can't catch a break in there, can he?
No, he can't.
It's I think he means well. I can see why Faye and Sharon obviously got quite, were quite sensitive about it. I get it because they explained that they've obviously had the various work done, but obviously I think Hugo obviously meant it in sort of a fake personality way, not looks. Was what I gave.
I think it was the fact he said it probably about 7 times.
Yeah, he did say it a lot.
I mean, he's made his point very clear at this point. Right, that made absolutely no sense grammatically. I'm sorry, everyone.
No,
you know
fine.
what I meant.
Yeah.
But what I think is the problem here is that obviously it is a very sensitive topic, and like you say, I get their standpoint on it, and also maybe sometimes people don't realise that it does come from an insecurity as to why people get it done. It's obviously becoming more and more common, as we know, but equally he is entitled to an opinion, and if he doesn't find that kind of personality or that look attractive, well, it's no different from one of the girls saying, well, I don't find the fact that he's so nice that attractive. I need more than that, It swings and roundabouts, but I feel like everybody jumped on this I hate Hugo bandwagon. I did feel for him as well, I must say.
I think the boys did stick up for him though, and he went straight over there. He was upset, bless him, and he apologized, and that's what it was. But it did get blown out of proportion, I think, a little bit.
Absolutely.
So I think they're on the right train now. And we'll chat a little bit about Hugo in the challenge as well. Right, so the girls entering the villa, the new girls, Lucinda and Millie, they've caused a bit of a stir, haven't they? I mean, they're always going to. I think this is probably the first proper test that all the guys have had. I think the couples haven't been as stable as they have been in previous years, have they?
No, I mean, I must say, and I'm not just saying this because I'm a woman, I'm not being that typical feminist, but I really feel like the men are just so disloyal this year. It's like as soon as somebody else comes in, they just don't care. And I don't think it's ever been like that, whether it's because everyone has been denied of so much opportunity this last year that it's like, oh, it's another woman. Oh, it's another person.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I don't know what to do with my mind. They've lost sense of reality. I don't know. But blimey, what a promotion this week with these new girls coming in. I mean, I'm literally baffled, and I mean, they're going to be going home with big heads, aren't they, after all that attention? Blimey.
They will, yeah. But, so obviously Lucinda's got with Brad. By the sounds of it, she's not too keen already, after telling Faye that she feels like it was just a night out kiss, which was, awkward. But Millie and Liam seem to be hitting it right off, don't they? They are. I think they could do well.
I actually really agree, and I think it's shown a different side to him. I mean, I still do think he says about 3 words, like probably once an hour.
Yeah.
And even then, I find it really difficult to understand where this conversation is going with him. But they seem to have some sort of rapport going, which is nice. But yeah, it definitely feels like he is, I don't know, coming out of the shell a bit more.
Yeah.
They really bounce off each other. They were obviously very attracted to each other, as they continue to say. I mean, I'd be quite interested to see how long it takes before things get a little bit intimate between them two. I think they're going to be the first person to, I don't know, maybe be a bit naughty. That's my prediction.
Well, they are part of the naughty trio, aren't they?
I know. It's like Mean Girls.
What? Also, I feel like the naughty trio is a bit of a shit name, to be honest.
Yeah, it is. We need to come up with a better idea for this. I'm going to rack my brains this week.
Okay, that's our challenge for this week. Come up with better names for the naughty trio. I just feel like it could be better. Do you know what I mean? It feels lazy. It feels lazy that they've thought of that on the cusp, and it's like, yeah, that's great, but it's not. It's not great. It's not great.
It's never going to be timeless.
No.
It's not going to be remembered. So, need to up their game a little bit. We'll give them some help. Yeah,
we'll give them some help. But obviously the third member of the naughty trio has been naughty this week, but has she? Who knows? Toby has done a Wes, and as I said last week, he looks exactly like Wes. Well, not exactly like him, but if they were brothers, I'd believe you. And yeah, he's sort of drifted away from Kaz as we thought, and Chloe has jumped right in there, and he's done a I could be happier thing, hasn't he? Do you remember when Wes said, "I'm happy, but I could be happier"?
Yeah, absolutely.
Sophia's just done that.
It's such an awkward one because I think Kaz is so lovely and she's one of the most genuine people in there. I feel like he got a little bit swayed, if I'm honest. I think the guys have really kind of pushed him and been like, yeah, be happy, bro, all this kind of stuff. And obviously he was looking for a little bit more, otherwise his head wouldn't have been turned. But I think he will actually regret his decision.
Yeah.
Because they've got a nice friendship there between him and Kaz. And I think, that's something that can be really built on. But, it's just so hard. Like, I feel like we're losing so many nice people. All these couples. I feel a bit heartbroken this week.
Oh, don't do that. It's only week 2.
I know. How am I going to cope that?
Can't deal with it. Right. This challenge, what was it? I can't remember what it was called now, but it was when all the girls were dressed up in police outfits and all the boys got put in jail. Where do we start with this? Because there's so many pieces. Obviously, that challenge started the Toby and Chloe thing.
Yes, it did. I mean, she went for it, didn't she?
Yeah, big time. But what are you going to do? I thought it was a bit harsh that the girls could still go for the guys who were already in the jail.
Oh, I know. Again, poor Hugo.
I know. And I felt yeah. Because that was me at school. I'm not gonna lie to you, that was me at school.
Oh, Matt.
It was, and I know exactly how he feels. It literally is it. And it was just, he even said it's not humiliating at all. He was like, and if I was him, I'd just be going, why should I even bother choosing who was the best one? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. I completely agree with that. And I don't know. I really did feel for him. And I think you're right. I don't think it should have been allowed that they could go back and get more people out of jail.
Yeah.
And recycle them. But it was like, I don't know. It was a proper competition between the girls, wasn't it? Yeah. They were really fighting and grafting for their attention. Yeah. And I hope that Hugo is able to make one of them feel the same at some point, because, but again, this is my point about he can offend people by saying about this fake comment and then gets like treated like that. I just think, but nobody really computed how much that would have affected him. It's it's horrible. But talking about some funny parts of the challenge, I mean, when Rachel went headfirst into the gate, I honestly thought that she was going to fly off the edge of the pillar.
Oh my. It was incredible. It was absolutely incredible. I did think it was worse than what it was when I first saw it. I thought she'd literally headbutted the bar and she got like jammed in her teeth or something. I thought, well, we're gonna have an A&E trip here in Spain.
Yeah.
But it's not happened like that. But thankfully it was fine. Oh my God. We've all been there. We've all been there. We've all been at the park when we're 6 years old. We've flown down the slide and it's, the landing has not been as safe as first hoped.
No.
But well, what a moment that was. And it matches Demi from the Winter Love Island. When was it? Last year. Where when she fell down the steps, didn't she? Didn't she like that? She like twisted her ankle and fell down the steps. Do you remember? And
Yes.
she the drink went flying, and so funny.
I love it because I'm really clumsy. So I'm like,
Yeah.
yes, that's what I would do.
You with your pots and pans.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing this week, cheering on the old woo woo England.
Oh, so good. So good.
Okay, so obviously, there was quite a few things that happened in that challenge. I think the kiss between Chloe and Toby.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's just, I mean, it's an awkward one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because I feel like she could have refrained a little bit. I know we've talked about this a bit already, but then at the same time, you are in there for a reason. It's really hard.
Exactly. It's not Friend Island, it's Love Island.
Yeah. Yeah, it's it just makes you sit on the edge of your seat though, doesn't it? You're just like, oh
It
no.
does. It makes you think it's just so awkward. Isn't it? It is. It's just like watching it happen. Like we've all, you've got to have some balls to do it in front of these people. Like, I know sometimes, drink can fuel these things, drink responsibly, people, but these things happen on nights out and people have had a drink, but they this is all just, they've just got to go for it. It's just mental.
Yeah, it is completely.
Right.
So that was a great challenge.
It was good.
So I think that brings us on to our favourite quotes for the week.
Yes, and we have a new jingle.
Yes, we do.
So here it is.
All the things she said, running through my head, running through my head. All the things she said, running through my head, running through my head. All the things she said, running through my head, running through my head. All the things she said, running through my head, running through my head.
Yes, it's called All the Things She Said, all the things you said, all the things anyone said, really. Beautifully
written
sung
by Matt Clewes.
Megan Rose, actually. Right, let's do it then. These quotes are incredible. Right, what have you got?
Okay, so my first one. So when the girls came in and they got to choose their 3 guys to go on a date with, Faye said inside, she goes, he's out there on a hot fucking date and I'm wearing Crocs.
This is the thing though, I noticed this. I said to you last week, like, not why are they wearing Crocs, but how have Crocs got in there? This is what I don't understand. And because Chugs had them on, I think Chugs had them on. I think he did. Faye's got them on. Incredible work by Crocs, I have to say.
I know. What a bit of product placement. We never thought they were making a reappearance, did we?
But to be fair, I bet you Crocs now play on what she's just said and make a t-shirt that is done. Gotta be done.
Yeah, absolutely. That is their slogan for 2021/2022.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like the best thing for her to say to sell a Croc, but they've got to play along with
but you do remember it, don't you? That's the thing.
Very true. Very, very true. Right. Next one. Let me see if I can find it on my long piece of thing. Right. Where is it now? Okay, right. It's from Jake. Got it. I've got it. It's from Jake. And this was what was it? Oh, it was when they were asking each other questions. They had to answer questions and match the answer with their couple. Right. And I think this was the question was, what's your partner's favorite sex position? And Jake said, in response to Liberty saying missionary is her favorite, he says missionary is like cracker without butter. Now, not gonna lie to you, Megan, I love a cracker without butter. I'm not really a fan of butter. So shout out to Jacobs for providing them. And I'm a fan of a cracker.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with a cracker without butter either. Oh, I think he's eating his crackers wrong.
Well, that's because he's been eating toes with them. That's why.
Oh, do you reckon they're his type though, those crackers?
Well, yeah, they are a bit blonde, aren't they? I suppose they're the lighter colour. I suppose.
Yeah,
He
because
likes
obviously you
blonde.
know his type, right? You know what his type is.
Oh, I mean, everyone knows his type. You know,
yeah,
he likes blondes. He likes leggy blondes. I mean, it's simple as that.
absolutely.
You wouldn't know it, but he does.
No, I might have to just double check what his type is again. I think I've forgotten, but
Yeah, it's just a guess, to be honest, just a guess. Right.
Oh,
Next one.
right. Number 3. This is from Liam, and he's talking with, oh my goodness, names have gone out my head. New girl,
Millie.
yes.
Yeah.
Liam chatting with Millie, and he said, I haven't got a Fanny, but if I did, you'd give me Fanny Flutters too.
That is his mind just going away with it, like, seriously, because obviously she said she's getting Fanny Flutters, and obviously my brain just went straight back to, what was it, 18 months, no, longer than 18 months ago. Mora, obviously, that was the first time I heard Fanny Flutters. Have you heard it before?
Was it really?
Yeah,
I mean, I may have used that term previously in my life.
It just gives you so many different visions and things in your brain. But
I feel like I want to explain a bit more, but then I'm like, I really can't.
how can you explain it in a way that's you know, I don't know.
PC?
Yeah.
I suppose like all I will say is that it is actually a real sensation.
Is it more like a what's it called? Not like a tickle, but like just a twinge. Twinge might be an awful word.
Hey, you know, like a little like, oh.
Okay.
I'm so glad this is a podcast because I am going so red right now.
No, you're not. Oh, I think that's a good place to move on. I mean, we can't really beat that.
Absolutely.
Right. Let's go. Okay, this is the start of the week. Chugs had gone. He hadn't been there long, but he'd gone. And he said, bearing in mind, he hadn't actually coupled up with anyone. He came in with Liam and he said, I've been here 2 nights and I slept with 2 of the best looking people in here. And that's because he spent 2 nights sleeping with the guys. I mean,
that's brilliant.
Fair play to him. I don't know if that was a dig at the girls or he just was feeling sorry for himself. But, you know, I feel like he had a good couple of days in there, to be fair. I think they all liked him by the sounds of it. They probably all want some free bucket hats. That's probably why. But again, we wouldn't know he was a owner of a bucket hat business because, you know, he never mentioned it.
No.
Did you? So Saturday night on the Unseen Bits, Lucinda actually said that he said that Chugs messaged her on a dating app and he spoke to her about his bucket hat business.
What, pre-Love Island, obviously?
Pre-Love Island, obviously Lucinda came in after Chugs left and she was like, oh my, yeah, I do know Chugs. He messaged me on a dating app and I spoke to him about his bucket hat business.
No way.
Yeah, big time.
That's really interesting.
Yeah.
Well, I wonder how many DMs he's sliding into now. I might have to buy one.
Well, it counts as the date. That's all I'm saying.
It could do, couldn't it? Maybe we could add him into the list.
Okay, Right. We'll do that. The final quote of the week. Right. And this is spot on, to be fair. It's not particularly funny, but it is funny. But it's true and it's real and it's honest and it's loyal. Quote Georgia Steele, series 5, whatever it was. Aaron talking about Sharon when the new girls came in, these new girls. He said, she kept saying, I don't care, I don't care. Especially when you repeat it, it generally means you do. And
he got it spot on, didn't he?
So true. And I think it's a weird one with Aaron and Sharon now, because I thought he cut it off. I think he was hoping to go for Millie, but obviously Millie is swayed to Liam. But they've been, spooning in bed and having a little cuddle. And she did say she's been getting mixed signals this week. So watch this space on that one, I think. Could be interesting how that turns out.
The grass is always greener. This is the thing. And then I'm crawling back.
Yeah.
Like a little animal.
But obviously any new guys and girls that come in now, I think them two could be the ones to look out for.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. It's going to be interesting, especially with recoupling and what's going to happen.
We're due one.
We are.
So.
Right. My challenge.
Yes.
So last week we discussed how I have got a challenge to bag myself a date with an ex-Love Islander by the end of this year's series. I made an attempt at sliding into Wes and Nelson's DMs last week.
Yeah.
I haven't heard anything back as of yet.
Right.
But I am determined to spam him once a day until he either blocks me or has no choice but to take me out.
I don't think you can complain at that, because then you tried.
I have. I'm grafting hard. And apparently that's the way to do it this year.
What did you say? What was the message?
Right, let me find it. I'm hoping this won't... Can you still hear me?
I can hear you good.
Good, okay.
It's going to be amazing. Right.
Oh no, what did I say?
This is just... Was it like very forward, or was it Chloe?
Yeah, listen to this.
Right, go on.
So Wes. Oh no.
So Wes, go on.
We have some mutual followers. I'm also doing a podcast called Off the Island with Voice FM host Matt Clewes. My challenge at the end of the Love Island summer is to bag myself a date with an ex-contestant. So I'm going to try my luck here and send you the most forward DM of my life.
Do you know what? That's a winner. Come on, Wes. You know you want to. Reply, please. This needs to be done. I hope. Who else have you got on your list, on your target list?
So I've got Kem Setene, and obviously he is doing another podcast. So we did talk about this kind of rivalry thing, didn't we, last week?
Yeah.
So I think he's a good one. I'm going to try my luck with him this week.
Okay.
Scott Thomas from 2016's Love Island. I've got Connor Derman from 2020.
Yeah.
And I've got Dr. Alex as well.
Oh, come on.
But, I've tried to be as kind of diverse as possible, go for different areas of careers. I have a little bit of NHS background, so I thought that could help me with Dr. Alex. But yeah, I mean, what can we do? We can all but try.
Right, I am rooting for you. I really am. Did you say there was a challenge for me as well?
Yes, there is, Matt. So my challenge to you is that I want you to obtain a piece of clothing from an ex-Love Islander. It's entirely up to you what you go for. This could be a shirt, be a croc. It could be a t-shirt, a bikini top, whatever. But that is your challenge for the end of the summer.
I don't know how Amber Davis will feel me asking for a bikini top, but we'll see. Is she? Does it have to be something that they wore on Love Island?
Oh yeah, it can't just be something they've been wearing since. Yeah.
Okay. Right. Okay. This could be difficult. This could be interesting. Okay.
And then once you've got it, you have to put it on and post a picture on your Instagram.
Right. Okay. This feels like a forfeit. Okay. Right. Okay. Leave that
I think
with
I'm
me.
going to need a forfeit. I think you're going to have to think of one for me if I don't get this date sorted by the end of the summer.
Okay, that's my challenge for the week then, to find out what your forfeit can be, because mine
Okay.
yeah. Okay, we'll see.
This is epic. I really hope you get a bikini.
You really don't. You really don't, believe me. Right. Okay then. I think that draws this week's to a close.
We're both sitting here incredibly awkward. Yeah,
thank
brilliant.
you for listening to Off the Island podcast. Get involved with us. Let us know at CM Entertainment what you're feeling, for a little shout out. Who knows? Hope you enjoyed this one. Week 3 is going to be big, and yeah, let's see what happens.
Thank you so much, everyone. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.